No, Ian, this is Scott Hawkyard. It is Friday morning. I just wanted to give you an update since we didn't have time to do a live demo. So this is basically where we're at with the website. And as you can see, it's got we can change anything you want, home, about, statement. So I've kind of spread out the content to different pages. And then we've even got a portal for student, teacher, and admin. So you can just whoever it will be password protected. I don't have it right now because we want it would slow me down. Um, so this is the home page, basic, pretty basic stuff that we pulled away. Now that I like that, but I'm going to tone that down a little bit. Don't worry, or I might even get rid of it. But we got the workshop and that kind of thing. So it's basically just a basic home page, and then a little about vision statement. Won't go into too deep because got a lot to show you. Gallery, education, foundation of genius, the institute, enroll. This is where we'll have enrollment. Press kits, we'll have the media stuff in there. And then contact. We got the form, and I'll show you how we do the forms. So the portal. This is where I think the feature is, because it gives you recurring revenue or at least constant contact. So this is what the students will have. They'll have access to different, lessons, events, resources, that kind of thing. And even their billing, they can pay from here. And then if I go to the teachers, a slightly different portal, it'll have only active students, kind of gives them progress and all the lessons and all that kind of stuff. So there's a similar, but it has a few more things. And then the admin, this is the cool one for me. We got dashboard. This will be the lessons, events. You can have resources. We'll fill all this in. We're going to put. That's where we need to put collateral, and so billing, all your billing, the CRM. What we're gonna do is if you want, of course, we'll the form that's being filled out, the users have to go somewhere. So they'll go into here, and I'll show you where we can drop them into the HubSpot automatically. So reporting analytics, you'll be able to see it. How much money you're making every month. This is we've talked about a business plan and some of the things we want to do. So I just made this editor in here so that it's all in one spot. So some of the things about the trainers, you can take notes and things like that. Just what you're doing in self-confidential system settings. So we got API integrations, we got notifications, rules, and partnerships. I want to show you this. This is probably one of the most important things. This is our assistant. So this is she's designed to absorb as much knowledge as we can possibly give her. We want to train her to know everything about everything. Everything that's in your brain should be in here. And so that way when people ask, they will get good answers. We can have links. She'll actually provide links. She'll provide after hours support. If you got a real emergency, we'll have her notify you directly, depending on what hours you want to work. So this thing is extremely smart, extremely. I mean, it's mind-boggling. I have it connected to OpenAI and a big database. But I want to give you kind of that rundown. This is where your site would be hosted. This is where my hosting platform is, and then this is where your email would be. And in the email, it's called Titan Mail. I'll show you the front end user interface. It's pretty cool. Should you ever want to move your plan, you do need to, with that website, the way it's designed, it does need to stay within this hosting environment, but it's not very much money. I pay like $3.99 a month for all the websites, but that's for the agency stuff. So this is cheap, right? I mean, it costs you $2.49. You just move it on over, and you can have it yourself if you want. So it's yours. This is a database I use. It's called Supabase. It's really popular. It's really awesome. I always looking for things there. If I ever see errors or things like that, that's where I have to go. ChatGPT, I don't know if you're familiar with that, but this is a section I've been working on content for you. But the blue is my stuff I input, and then anyway, this is where we'll kind of formalize the training for the AI agent. This is your key, so those two we have connections to. So we're connected to Supabase and then OpenAI, which means it has information on the world. So, and what I was thinking, I think for you, I think it'd be a good idea to get set up with HubSpot. HubSpot is a CRM. This is where you can have all your companies and stuff like that. Even though you got a CRM, I'm building you a CRM. You might be able to just use that. It's up to you. I have to have this. This is where forms are built. We need to find more contacts. Like, remember we talked about your ICP? This is where we can get like all the names of people and all the art institutes and get the contact information, email addresses, whatever. This thing's amazing. I've been using this kind of thing for years from being in sales. These are some things I created for you. Some videos I made. 1, 2, 3 videos, and then these are like press. There's a press release here I created, um, and some other stuff. This is pretty in-depth stuff. So I haven't shown you that, but we can launch whatever you want. Just working on a lot of the images with Canva. This is a really cool fancy eye. See how it sharpens everything. Calendly, if we have to use Calendly, that's fine. If you want people to be able to book with you, that's an option. We're part of the web. I was sent that out last night, but they were part of the Ogden Chamber of Commerce. This is kind of some of our stuff. Anyway, so I just want to give you a quick rundown where we're at. We probably should go through this and start, chiseling it out and figuring out what to keep and what to remove. I don't know why I like that guy. Okay, thank you.